Hey guys, I'm back with part 5 for this tutorial on how to build this mansion. Here in this video, we're going to go ahead and do all of the landscaping for the backyard. Okay, I gathered up all the blocks we're going to be using here for the backyard, so I'm going to scroll through them all, and you guys could grab all the ones you're going to need. So let's go ahead and start with the basketball court first. We're going to be using our light gray concrete as the border around the edge of the court, kind of like the outer bounds line. So we're going to start here in the corner and work our way over towards that side. We're going to place 25 light gray concrete. Okay, that is 25. We'll head back on over here. And starting here, working your way towards the right, we're going to place 14 more. Okay, and now you should be left. You can see like we have these 2 blocks here with the bushes. So that's the remaining space. Now let's go ahead and connect this back to the other side and form this big rectangle. And so this will be the size of the basketball court. Now let's go ahead and fill in all the space within this light gray concrete with some gray concrete. Now let's go ahead and use our white concrete to start marking out the 3-point and half-court lines. So make sure you have your white concrete, and we'll head on over to this side first and we'll start shaping out the 3-point line. So make sure you leave 2 spaces of gray concrete here so you're on the 3rd block, and we're going to carve out 4. Go in, carve out 2. Go in and carve out 1. And then we have 3. And now you could wrap around the other side. So we have 1, 2, and 4. We'll fill it in with white concrete now. And then the free throw line will be right here. Like that. We'll head on over to the other side and we'll do the same thing. So leaving 2 spaces of the regular gray concrete so you're on the 3rd block. Carve out 4, 2, 1, and 3, and then 1, 2, and 4. You can fill all this in with white concrete, and then have the free throw line. Okay, let's have the half court line right in the middle. So it's going to be, we have like 3 spaces of gray concrete on each side, and then we have the line right here. Now let's go ahead and have the circle in the middle. So we'll just cut out 3 spaces on each side. Make sure it's lined up with the 3-point line, center point. And then we'll carve out this block in the middle, replace that with gray concrete, and then the rest of this with white. So that's looking good. Now let's go ahead and do the basketball hoop on each side. And then the court here is done. Make sure you have your andesite walls, and we'll head on over to this side first. Make sure you're lined up right in the center of the 3-point line, and we're going to be right on top of this gray concrete, or the light gray. And we'll bring up 6 of the wall. Okay. And then not the top block, but the one down. We'll have a block of red concrete, so that is part of the backboard. That's like the square on the backboard. And then we'll have 2 white stained glass panes, and then some on top, and then 2 more over here. Like that. And then we'll go ahead and have the hoppers. I don't want them to be like this, for example, because you can see that piece right there. comes out. So what I'm gonna do is just jump up and make sure I'm crouching until we meet up with the red concrete. Just so that little piece isn't jutting out at the back and it looks like that. I think that's a lot better. We'll head on over here. We'll do the same thing, so 6 in height. Red concrete there. White stained glass panes on each side and then a layer on top. And then the hoppers. So that looks good. And now the basketball court is all done. Let's now head on to the tennis court. So let's go ahead and do the outer shape for the tennis court. We'll start right here up against the basketball court with the white concrete, and we'll place 21 going towards the house. Okay, now we're left with 2 spaces from that wall. And now right here, we'll work our way over towards that side and we'll place 14 more. And now we are right on the corner of the house right there. We'll bring this back towards this side and then fill in the final side right here. And now we have the shape for the tennis court right there. Let's go ahead and use our green concrete and just fill in all this space in the middle. I'll go ahead and grab a potion of swiftness as well. Okay, now I have this all filled in with green concrete. So we'll go ahead and now do the net and all of the other lines. Okay, with your white concrete, we'll go ahead and carve out a strip right here. And replace it with the white concrete, so this is like the outer bounds area. We'll go ahead and do the same on the other side. Now let's go ahead and skip over 3 spaces, so we're on the 4th space. We're gonna have a strip of white concrete right in between there. We'll do the same on this side. So on the 4th block, leaving 3 spaces of green. Okay, now right in the middle in between those, we'll have kind of like the half court line. Like that. And now in the center of these bigger spaces, we'll have a line right here. Now let's have the net. So just a dark oak fence right here. And here. Oh, not there, right there. On the white concrete. And then just some cobwebs so it looks like the net. And now, the tennis court is all done. The basketball court is done. We'll head on to the pool next. And then all the other space will be filled in with our brick. So we'll head on over to the pool. So we're going to be using the polished granite for the outer edge of the pool. So make sure you're 3 spaces away from the edge of our tennis court here and 1 space away from the bushes. And we're going to have a block right there. Now we'll bring this in towards that wall of the house until we're 3 spaces away. So like that. Now we'll bring it in towards that side until we're 5 spaces away. Okay. And now we'll connect all this together to form the rectangle. And then we have the shape for this pool all done. Like that. Now let's go ahead, we'll be using some brick. And we'll carve out a layer right here of the dirt. Maybe like right around there will be good. We'll fill this in with brick. Okay, now we'll go down another layer. And we'll replace all of this with another layer of the brick. I think maybe 1 more. And depending on how deep your world goes, for me, I'm gonna go down 1 more layer for the deepest end right there. If your world doesn't go down that low, then you could just leave. You could pretty much have it half and half. So have this layer halfway through and then the next layer as your deep point. But as you can see, I'm able to bring mine down another layer, so that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do. But yeah, you could just make the pool as deep as you can, pretty much. Now let's go ahead and fill all this in with the brick again for the bottom, and then all on the sides will be filled in with polished granite. So now the pool is all marked out, let's go ahead and grab our buckets of water and just fill it all in. That looks good. I'm gonna go ahead and now grab just a potion of swiftness, and I'll go around the edge of the pool and over there. And as you can see, we had just our little mix match pattern with all the texture, so I'm gonna do that for all the remaining space. And then after we do that, we'll grab these quartz stairs and quartz slabs and have some tanning beds right on the edge of the pool there. Okay, I went through and added our brick and the extra texture. Now the final thing we're going to go ahead and do in this video are the tanning beds. So we'll maybe just have one right there, so just a stair and a slab. Maybe another one right around there, and maybe there. And what, like one more? Or is that good? We should try to even them out a little bit more. So what, we have 3 spaces there and 4 spaces. So how about, okay, we'll have this one here, so it's 2 spaces from the edge, and this one here, and then one right here. So they're all 3 spaces apart and 2 spaces from the edge. There we go, now we got it. Okay, now I'm over here at the back corner of the house, and this is pretty much just going to be a garden area. So we have a patio space over there, and then a path which leads out from it and goes through the garden. We have a big tree which will be in the middle and kind of overhanging over the edge of the walkway. And then we have a pond right there. So I went ahead and gathered up all the blocks we're going to be using just for right now. So I have some oak leaves, podzol, coarse dirt, jungle logs, dark oak fences, lanterns, granite stairs, granite, brick stairs, and bricks. I went ahead and cut out these blocks here on the outside, so that pretty much just marks out how far the garden is actually going to go. So all that space on the inside will be where the actual garden is going to be. So all of these blocks we're going to go ahead and fill in. I'll be sure to count them out, but we will be filling them in with some jungle logs. So I started over here at the corner of the house, and you want to go ahead and just have one right there. And then we have 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we kind of work our way over towards that side. So we have 2, 3, 2, and then we have 4 here, and then right here is 6. And then we go back in, and we have 2, and we are just right there up against the house. On top of all of those logs, we're gonna go ahead, actually, let me go up real quick, now that you can see the spaces a little bit easier. So you can maybe pause the video if needed and count out all the blocks. So now, with the oak leaves, I'm just gonna place these on top of the logs, and this will just mark out the border for this garden area. Now I'm actually just going to go right ahead and delete a layer of the grass on the inside. Since that's all just going to be deleted anyway, we might as well just go ahead and do it. It should save us a lot of time, and it'll just make things easier. So I'm just going to grab this potion of swiftness, and I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, I went ahead and cut out that first layer of grass, so we'll be sure to start filling in all the blocks where they're gonna be. Okay, we'll go ahead and start filling in the patio space. That'll be pretty easy. So we're just gonna be using the granite, the bricks, and then the granite and brick stairs. So we'll just start with the brick first, and then we'll go back and add our texture. So we're gonna go right here on the corner. We're just gonna bring the brick over from one side to the other. And you know what, this final block here, we'll go ahead and remove that because we're actually going to have part of a little garden right here. And I just want to leave that block empty so it shapes it out a little bit better. You'll see what I mean in a second. And then we're going to have a path going from right here, and it just looks a little bit better. So we're just going to leave that empty. But all the other space in between these two walls right here is just going to be brick for now. Alright, now we'll be sure to go back, and we'll just cut out some spaces, and we'll start filling in the full blocks of granite first. So it's looking like this so far. Now let's go back and just add a few stairs with the granite and the brick. And then all the texture for the patio space will be done. Okay, I think that should be good. We'll maybe flip this one around. Okay, so now we have that done. We're then going to start marking out where the brick path will be. It'll just be a little curve going through here. And then all around that will pretty much just be some garden spaces, a pond over there, and then right in the middle, we'll go ahead and form a tree. So we'll get onto the brick path next. So I went ahead and marked out where the pathway is going to be. I know this might look a little bit confusing right now, but don't worry, I'll go ahead and take you through it. So we're going to start over here at the patio space, and you can just look right here at these blocks. You can see that we're starting on the third space. Remember, this space is empty, so we're on the third one. And you could go ahead and just place 2 brick right here going out. And then go from the corner of that, we have another 2. And then we have 1. And then we kind of go towards the right a little bit, so over towards that way. And we have 2. And then we have 3 after that. 2. 1. And then we have 2 in this direction. We go back in towards the left, we have 1. And then we have 2. 3. 2. 1. 2 like that. 1 and 2. Okay. And then we go over here, we have 1. And then 2. And then we're kind of closing it all together. So we have 1. And then 2. 2 after that. We have 3. And just to make sure you're doing everything right, the corner of this 3 should meet up with the corner of this 3 right here. Okay? And then after that, we have 2. Then 1. And 1. Go back, we have 3. And once again, the corner of this 3 is connected kind of like to the corner of that 2 right there. So 3 like that. And then we have 2, 2, 1, 2, and then we leave off with 3 right here, and it meets up at the corner of the patio right there. Okay, I'll maybe go up above, you can see it like this. Now I'm just going to go ahead and fill all the extra space in with the brick. And then the overall shape of this pathway is all done. So I'll go up above again. You can kind of see what it's looking like. So right there in the middle is going to be a tree, which would just be like overhanging over the pathway. We have the pond over there. And then everywhere else is just garden spaces with some bushes and flowers. Now I'm going to add some texture to the pathway. So I'll start with the granite. And maybe just do a little something like this. Maybe don't start deleting a bunch of blocks. Like maybe you might delete that corner and then forget where it actually goes. So maybe just delete one block and immediately replace it. Just kind of like what I'm doing now. Just so it makes it a little bit easier. Now I'm just going to add a few stairs. I'm not going to overdo it, so maybe just right there is good. Maybe another one there. So this is just the granite ones for now. And then I'll go back with a couple brick ones. Okay, and that is good. All right. Now, we'll continue with maybe the coarse dirt and the podzol next. So with the coarse dirt and the podzol, I'm just going to go ahead and fill in all the other space. And then right here, we'll be sure to cut out a hole afterwards for the pond. But for now, we'll just go ahead and fill it in with the coarse dirt and the podzol. So, I'm just going to start with maybe the podzol. And I'm just going to fill it all in. And then we'll go back with the coarse dirt just to add a little bit of extra texture. So I went back with the podzol and just filled in all the other space. Now I'm going to use my coarse dirt to add some texture. And I'm pretty much just going to ignore this space right here because this is going to be cut out for a pond anyway. So we'll just ignore this corner for now. And once we actually cut out the space for the pond, then we'll go back and add some texture. So I'll start it maybe right around here and do all this space and all the space in the middle over there. So that looks good for now. And remember, I'll just add the extra texture once we cut out the hole for the pond. So speaking of the pond, we'll go ahead and get to that next. So I went ahead and marked out where the pond is going to be. So we're going to start over here. So if you look at this window, we're just right down the center of it. We want to make sure this corner here is lined up with the center, as though we're one space away from the wall. So I just went ahead and cut out 3 spaces here. So this corner, once again, lined up at the center of that window. Then off to the left, we have 2 right there. And then 2 in that direction. 2 towards the right. 1. 2. And then 2 going towards the house. Another 2. And then 1, which connects back to the 3 that we first cut out. So I'll go up above and you can see it. Now I'll cut out all this space in the middle. And then I'm going to dig down a little bit further just to make the pond deeper. And I'm not sure how deep your world actually goes, but I'll start out by doing 1 layer first. So maybe something like that I think should be good. And then we'll go ahead and maybe go down 1 more layer. And if you can see bedrock right here, that layer, then go ahead and just cover this up. Okay, if you can't, and it's like me, where you see dirt here still, then you could go ahead and leave it open. Okay, and that should be good. So that's about how deep I'm gonna have the pond. And now, you can see we just have a bunch of regular dirt here, so I'll be sure to add some extra texture with maybe some podzol and coarse dirt. So we'll just replace some of these blocks, and remember this hole that we just dug out is all random, Doesn't have to be exactly like mine. Okay, I don't think I missed any. Oh, maybe that one there. I think that should be good. Okay. So there we go. We cut out the space for where the pond is going to be. And we'll add all the water and a few other decorations later. But that looks good. And once again, like I mentioned, if you see bedrock right here, you could just cover this up. It'll still look pretty good. So, that is taken care of. Let's go ahead and mark out where the tree will be. And then pretty much after that, we'll maybe do we'll probably do all like the flowers and stuff and the bushes. We'll do the decorations for the patio, and then that'll be it. But real quick before I forget, let me actually add some coarse dirt for the rest of this space. Okay, that should be fine. Maybe an extra one right there. Okay, so this is what we have so far. And now let's go ahead and do the tree. So we're just going to be using these jungle logs, some lanterns, oak leaves, and these dark oak fences. So we'll get onto that next. Okay, so now for the tree, this is pretty much just going to be random, so you guys could have this however you like. If you even want to, you could just go ahead and maybe plant a tree. It's all up to you, but I think the custom tree just adds a little bit more. So, I'm going to start with the jungle logs, and maybe just bring up a little bit of a trunk right there. That should be good. That's probably about how tall the tree is actually going to be. And then I'm just going to add a little bit more thickness down here. Make it look a bit more realistic. So maybe something like that. And then even more down here. And maybe branch these out so it looks like the roots. That's what I was thinking of. So that's pretty much what these are. Makes it look a little bit cooler. Just add maybe some of these in a little bit of a different direction like that. We'll beefing this up a little bit more down here. Maybe have one like that. Okay. Go ahead and add a little bit more back here. Maybe have another one. Okay, how's this looking? Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Okay. So we'll probably actually just leave it pretty much like that. I think that should be good. So now up here, I'm just going to bring out the sides a little bit. So I'm pretty much just going to curve them around on each side. And then around those blocks, we'll go ahead and have a bunch of oak leaves just hanging over the edge. So we'll start just right here. Maybe have a little something like that. Kind of just like an angle. I'll probably go up above so you can kind of see more what I'm doing. Okay. So we just have like one block there, 2, 1. We'll have another one there, and maybe another one like that. And I think that should be good. We'll go over to the other side. We'll do a similar thing. So we have one there. And then we'll have 2. And then 3. Maybe have 2 like that. And that should be fine. I know it does look weird. Overall, the tree does look a little bit weird, but at the same time, I thought it did still look pretty cool. We can maybe delete that. Okay, so now once we add the actual leaves, it'll just look like it's overhanging over the edge. I thought it looked pretty cool, but you guys could just maybe do your own thing if this is a little bit too weird. But yeah, I'm just going to pretty much just start adding a bunch of oak leaves to kind of just really add a lot more to this. So I'll maybe just fast forward this and show you guys the final result. So yeah, this is pretty much what it's gonna be looking like. I know it is a little bit weird looking, but I was just trying something new, something a little bit different. But after I add all of the leaves that are kind of hanging down and all of the lanterns and stuff, I think it does look a little bit better. So, I'm gonna go ahead and maybe just have some oak leaves hanging down right around there. Maybe some more right there. Another one here. So just hang all these down, maybe all the way down until it almost looks like you're kind of walking through them when you're down at the path. So yeah, we have to maybe bring this out a little bit more. Add some more right here. Yeah, this looks a little bit flat here. Okay, maybe have some leaves right around there. Some more here. And just add all these hanging down. How's that looking? Okay, not too bad. We definitely need to add a little bit more out here. It's kind of looking a little bit flat. And maybe some more underneath here. Alright, how's that looking? And then more right here. Okay. I think for the most part that should be good. Maybe have some leaves hanging down right here. Maybe not. So I have maybe leaves right there. And I think that should be good. And now we're just going to have some lanterns. We'll have a lantern right around there. Maybe another one right here. Okay. Have one maybe right around here. And I think that should be fine. Alright, so a little something like that. I think this one might be a little bit too low. Maybe bring that up a little bit. There we go. Okay, that's better. And should we have any more? Maybe one more right here. I think I'll call it. Okay, I think that's good. A little something different. You guys could have this if you like. It's all up to you. I'll go ahead and leave it at that for the tree. You can maybe add a little bit more if you like. But now, we'll go ahead and maybe just clear all of these blocks. And I'll grab all of the flowers and the bushes. So let me actually grab a bucket of water. We'll go ahead and fill in the pond. There we go. So now the pond is filled in. Let's go ahead and have all the decorations for the pond. So maybe some lily pads. And then we'll grab some of these. So maybe that one. How about that? That, maybe some seagrass, and I think that should be good. Let's see if we can add these. Yep, we'll have maybe some blue ones here and there. Oh, whoa, wait, what? I did not know you could do that. It's kind of like on the side. Huh. Okay, we could definitely do something like that. I did not know you could do that. Okay. Maybe have that there, another blue one there. And maybe one. Wait, can we have one? Yep, we can have one there. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know you could put them in like in the side. That's pretty cool. We'll have one right there. Maybe another one. Okay. There we go. We'll have some yellow ones. Some of these on the side as well. Alright, how's that looking? That's adding a little bit more. Let's have some seagrass. Alright, and then we'll go ahead and have some lily pads now. So maybe one right around there. Oh, I wanted that more over. There we go. Another one right there. Maybe right around there. And I think that should be good. And I think you guys could add some fish in here if you like. But that's about all I'm gonna really have for the pond. So now let's go through. I'll clear all that. I'll grab some oak leaves and then a bunch of different flowers and some fences. Did I use oak fences up here at the front for the bushes? Yep. Okay, I'm gonna grab some of these oak fences, these melons as well, and then a bunch of these different flowers. And also back here, I actually had something a little bit different. Let me go ahead and find it in the flower section. So I had, oh yeah, right here, these shrubs. I thought they actually looked pretty cool. So we'll grab some of those as well. We'll start with the bushes, with the oak leaves. So we'll maybe have one right here in the corner. And that should be good. We'll maybe have another one over here. A little bit of a smaller one should be fine. Okay. Another one maybe right around here. And then maybe one more here. Okay, we'll add a few of the oak fences. Alright, I'm gonna have some melons here and there. And then everywhere else is just going to be pretty much, oh, we can maybe have a melon right around there. And yeah, so everywhere else would just have a bunch of the flowers. Now that I'm looking at it, we should definitely actually have a bush right here. So we'll go ahead and have that. There we go. Alright, that's a lot better. Instead of having just pretty much a lot of it empty, I think having a bush there just looks a lot better. And I think we could still even have a melon right around there. That's about gonna do it for the garden space. We'll take a look at what we've got. Yeah, that all looks pretty good. So now, the final thing that we're really gonna do in this video is the decorations for this patio space. So over here, I'm just gonna have a grill, a couple bushes in the corner, 3 benches surrounding a fireplace. So we'll go ahead and scroll through the blocks. So I have some cobblestone stairs, cobblestone wall, cobblestone slab, cobblestone, furnace, iron trapdoor, jungle trapdoor, jungle log, campfire, oak leaves, oak wood stairs, oak signs, and some andesite slabs. So we'll go ahead and just place a couple jungle logs like that in the corner. We'll cover them up on the side with some of the jungle trapdoors. Then we'll grab the oak leaves. We'll add 3. So now we have some bushes in the corner. We'll head on over here, or we'll have a grill. So we have the cobblestone. We're gonna have 2 blocks like that. And then 2 furnaces in front of it. 2 cobblestone slabs on top of the cobblestone blocks. And then 2 iron trapdoors on top of the furnaces. We'll go on the side. We'll have a cobblestone stair facing it that direction, and then another one curving into it. We'll do the same on the other side. over here, we'll just have a cobblestone wall. And there we go. The grill is done. The final thing we're going to do are the benches with a campfire. So we just need these 4 blocks here. We'll start with the oak stairs. Whoops, not like that. Facing up like that. And then we'll have another 3 right there. And right there. And now on the sides, we'll have some of these signs. Right in the middle, we'll just have some andesite slabs. And we'll go ahead and fill in a full block of the brick there, so it looks a little bit better than having, just so there's not stairs or anything, so there's not like a hole underneath our little fire here. And then the campfire will be just right in the middle. And there we go. That's about all I'm gonna do back here. So now this back corner of the house is done. And actually, the entire exterior of the house is all done now. So the final thing I want to go ahead and do is just delete all of the concrete around the edge. So pretty much the concrete that we placed for the plot size. So we're going to go all around, remove all of that. And then in part 6, we'll be heading on to the interior. So I'm going to go ahead and delete all. Oh, that is not what I wanted. Gonna go ahead and delete all this concrete. Alright, I think I went through and deleted all of the concrete. Yep. Alright. So that is actually all I'm going to do here in this video. So we have the entire exterior of the house done. Okay guys, I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that here for part 5. So if this did help you, be sure to please leave a like, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in part 6. We'll be going on into the interior.